Hey YouTube, what's up? Amplified249 here. We're doing an unboxing video today of the Northern Brewer Brewery in a Box. This is actually called their deluxe starter kit featuring the wide mouth bubbler. I think the only difference between the wide mouth bubbler and the original one is pretty much for cleaning purposes. It just makes it easier. There may be other benefits, but I'm fairly new to this, so that's all I know. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. In this video, we're going to go over basically what all's in here, as you would expect, and maybe some of the other equipment that you may want to purchase later down the road, or soon thereafter with this, possibly, to do your first brew. Like, I know I don't have a brew kettle, so that's going to be something that I'm going to have to buy. This was actually given to me as a Christmas present, so that's why it was not all one big thing. Alright, first things first, of course, they're going to give you a magazine for you to order more of their beer brewing products through. Good marketing. Please open this envelope first before you unpack the box. So let's see what's in here. I'm going to guess it's like an inventory sheet possibly. Give you a welcome letter and the contents of your box, along with a brew sheet, instructions on how to brew. Don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's nice, it's laminated. That way you can hang it up on the wall, do whatever you want with it. So, we're going to take the inventory sheet out to make sure we have everything. Alright, first things first, take this off. This, I believe, is the cleaning stand for the wide mouth bubbler. I'll move this box out of the way. I'll go this way. Next, we have the funnel to get your wort and whatnot all into the carboys. Here is the wide mouth bubbler carboy that I was just telling you all about. As you can see, it is different than the regular carboys. The regular carboys have an opening kind of like your Crystal Springs water jugs. This one is actually substantially larger, as you can see. It's better for getting down in there, cleaning, whatnot. You can't do that with your standard carboy. So this is the plastic one. I believe they make a glass one, but I am not 100% sure on that. You can go to northernbrewer.com to figure that out if you would like. Right. Also, let's start up here. Beer recipe kit. I'm guessing this is going to be your brewing bag, your malt, your hops, all that in there. This one came with the Irish Red Ale. My dad, he was the one that got me this gift for Christmas. He didn't know which one I wanted, so he kind of just, picked whichever one sounded good to him. So we'll see. We share a pretty similar taste, as is with beer anyway. Right. Alright, this is your brewery toolbox. As you can see, it's nicely labeled. It's got its contents in here, marked on the top of the box so you know what you're getting into. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to grab the camera for this. Alright, so on here you have your auto siphon, which would be this guy right here. Auto siphon. Coming back over, what is this? One step, no rinse cleaner. Let me see if I can get that cleared up for y'all. Doesn't matter. It's a one-step cleaner. I guess it's kind of like Star Sand. That's the cleaner I was thinking was going to come with this. You have your bottle capper, your bottle caps, plain gold, 60 of them. Remember, I believe that this actually makes 48 bottles, so I'm going to go over this a little bit later, but with the caps only being 60, you're probably going to want to invest in more caps later down the road. You've got a spigot. You have your, I believe these are called fermentation locks, I believe. Got 2 of those. You have carboy bungs. We got a thermometer in here, a carboy brush. I'm guessing this is auto siphon tube. Okay, it's 3 foot length of tubing for the bottling bucket, so that's what that's for. And we have here a nifty CD. This is how to DVD brew, blah 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 blah. Basically teaches you how to use the kit in DVD format. That's also going to go along with the instruction sheet that you all saw. This right here. Really don't know what this is actually. Thermometer? I guess that's what it is. I guess it's a thermometer for your fermentation process. I actually thought it was a hydrometer at first, but if you want a hydrometer, I believe you have to buy their, I forgot what the actual kit is called. But when you buy their thermometer, you can actually call them if you have any problems with your brew, and they'll help walk you through it. And they'll ask you for your, your fermentation readings that you're getting off of your hydrometer and whatnot. So, all right, you got your bucket. This is going to be your secondary. All right, this is going to be your secondary. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, honestly. Like I said, I'm new to this. I think this is supposed to be the second one of these because I know it comes with 2. This is your second carboy for your secondary fermentation. So we got 2 of those. What else do we have in here? Big mouth bubbler. Some form of a towel looking ordeal. We're going to look at the proper terminology for it. Microfiber cleaning cloth. That's what it is. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You've got the whole kit here. You've got your 2 bubblers, wide mouth bubblers. One's primary, one is secondary. I'm going to say that this one is the primary because I believe this is the 6.5 gallon one. That's going to be your secondary right there. As far as the bucket goes, I don't remember the exact name for the bucket. 6.5 gallon bottling bucket. Okay, so once it's all done and set with, you pour it back in there. You put the spigot in, I'm assuming, yep, it's got a hole right there for you. Attach your spigot and go ahead and start, I guess, bottling. Some of the other stuff that I would probably recommend getting, first things first, I've had this for a little bit because I've been interested in brewing for a while. It is the John Palmer's How to Brew book. Apparently this thing is full of great knowledge for all of your brewing needs. You can reference it. It's really dry at the beginning. I tried reading it all the way through. However, I got stuck on page 31 because the first couple chapters is nothing but being sanitary, being clean, and how to clean your equipment properly. That is extremely important from what I understand, because if you don't have clean equipment, then you're going to have bad brews. So make sure your equipment's clean. Just kind of get through that mush at the beginning because it is good information. It is there for a reason. I'm going to tilt this camera back a little bit more that way. Another thing I would probably invest in, if you don't have a brew kettle, I would probably buy a brew kettle. Something, you got to remember, you're going to be doing 5 gallons at a time. So if you get a 5-gallon kettle, you're going to be at the very brink. And if that leaves no room for boilovers or anything like that. So I would highly suggest buying a 7 to 8 gallon one for starts, unless you're doing all grain brewing, in which case, from my understanding, you're going to want to go with like a 10-gallon minimum. Like I said, I'm new to this, so some of this information may not be 100% correct. Take it for what it's worth if you're watching YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a 8-gallon kettle. I'm probably gonna go with Tall Boy kettle. They seem to get really good reviews. A lot of people have them. A lot of people are happy with them. So I'm gonna get that. Also, you're gonna need bottles. You gotta have something to put your beer in. Okay. A lot of people, they can buy bottles. I think Northern Brewer has them a 24 pack for $11.99, so you're looking about 50 cents a bottle there. You can buy that if you want, or you can go to your local liquor store, gas station, whatever, and buy amber bottles that have pop tops. Don't get the screw tops because apparently those don't work. I don't know if that's a sealing issue or what the issue is there. But you are going to want roughly 48 amber pop top bottles to go with your brew. So that's going to be something else I'm going to have to buy. I'm going to have to only buy 24 though because I've been collecting some over time. Now also keep in mind, you have these caps here. We went over this a little bit a couple minutes ago. These caps, there's 60 of them. Okay, let's kind of do some simple math here. You have 48 bottles. You have 60 caps. Your second brew, guess what? You're running low on caps, so you're probably going to want to buy more caps before your second brew. I've got other stuff to buy, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that order in there with it. Like I said, you may want to consider buying the John Palmer How to Brew book. Lots of great information. That's pretty much it as far as I can think for starting off brewing. Like I said, I'm going to have to buy the kettle. I'm going to need to buy some bottles, some more caps, just in case for my second brew, assuming this one goes hopefully as well as planned. That's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them, and I will try and answer them to the best of my knowledge. I will also put some links below for the Northern Brewer kit that I have, and y'all go check them out. They're great people. If you are military, they do have a military discount. I believe you have to actually call them and let them know. Unfortunately, we did not get this on this particular product because, like I said, my father, he was the one that got it for me. So props to Northern Brewer for having a military discount. Thank you for supporting us. Hopefully this video can get some people to support y'all. So take care. Amplify out.